All right, my guest tonight from Vancouver, Mr. Controversy, the filmmaker responsible for Alone in the Dark, House of the Dead, and, of course, the upcoming release of Postal. Uwe Boll is here. Welcome back to The Loop, sir. How are you?
Hi, I'm good.
Good. It's been a while since we chatted, and thankfully I managed to avoid you in the ring. But I got to get right to this poll, Uwe, because 1 million people signing online, if they actually say they want you to resign from filmmaking, will you actually stop making movies?
I controlled also already that signatures, and there are like a lot of signatures, like from one person is posting 10, 20 basically threads. Like Steven Spielberg typed in 20 times I should stop making movies. And so I cannot really count this. Also, there is a pro Boll petition out. You should say this also, that there are various people signing up that I should keep going.
Well, that's true.
And I think after Postal is out, it will be all good.
Well, we did mention that there is the pro Boll petition, but you were the one who called for it, right? It's not as if somebody saw the anti and thought, no, wait, we really need to see more.
Yeah, I know, because look, if I don't say it, nobody would do it. So, but look, now we have various people signing up. It's a good sign, and I think my movies got better since House of the Dead, let's face it.
Right. Well, and here's the thing, Uwe. It's like, obviously, you know that there's some people on the internet that are not fans of your films. I mean, that's a given. And if you look at Rotten Tomatoes, the critics aren't as well. But I've met you a few times. And despite what I might think about your films, like, you're always the nicest guy in person. But then there's this side of you that challenges critics to boxing matches, and you badmouth other filmmakers online. And I'm always left wondering, like, what's the real Uwe? Are you just a marketing genius, or are you really that online asshole who just happens to be nice to me?
Yeah, maybe it's this. No, the reality is, first of all, you cannot take everything so serious what I say, right? So Postal is coming up May 23. I have to do some advertising here. But on the other side, you must understand, if so many people flipping out on me, that at one point you have to say, okay, guys, there are also bad movies out from other directors. And I think if you like Jumper or BC 10,000 More is in the Name of the King, then something is wrong with you.
That is very true. And I'll give you that, let's say like a director like Kevin Smith, who makes films for kind of that sort of internet, that connected audience. He obviously has people who hate him, but he doesn't really poke the beehive with a stick as much as you do. Are you doing that because you get off on getting people so angry online, or is it just really great self-promotion at this point?
No, I think, look, I'm not happy with it. I would prefer to get Oscars and then to get treated like a king, but it's not the case, so I have to fight my way forward, what I did since the beginning of my filmmaking, and I will keep fighting. So
I'll
this
give
is
you
it,
credit
and
that
some
you
people like it, some people not.
To fight, too. I'll totally give you credit for that. Now, you did have some harsh words about filmmakers Michael Bay and Eli Roth, and I actually want to show a clip real quick to our viewers.
I'm not retard like Michael Bay or other people running around in that business, or Eli Roth making the same movies over and over again. If you really look in my movies, you will see my real genius, And if you go on May 23 in Postal, you will see that I deliver a movie what nobody else delivered.
What? I love the clip, and I love that I'm watching you on the satellite feed, and you're smiling and laughing while you're hearing it back, and I love that even more. But, all right, Michael Bay responded. He said, you're screaming because you're not being heard, and Roth said that your criticism is, quote, the greatest compliment ever. Do you have a response to their comments, Uwe?
No, I think it's good now, and it shows Eli Roth has good sense of humor, and we all know Michael Bay has no humor, so it's all good. And I like Bad Boys, but I hated Pearl Harbor, so
all right.
It is what it is.
I actually agree with you there. All right, let's get on to Postal now. Obviously, May 23rd, this is a big release for you. I think it's coming out at a time where nothing else is really hitting the box office, right?
No, only Indiana Jones, and I think we can calculate that as a potential loser. And I think we have a good shot here against Harrison Ford. He's older as my grandpa, and my grandpa is dead since 10 years.
Well, that's true, but I mean, I appreciate the giant brass pair of balls you have releasing against Indiana Jones. But tell me about the film Postal. I mean, how is this different than the typical films out there, Uwe?
No, I think we all have all that Will Ferrell, Ben Stiller, Adam Sandler comedies are getting all very sentimental in the end. And the question is how many like ice skating comedies with Will Ferrell we want to see. Postal is a movie what is more in the tradition of a Blues Brothers, Naked Gun, or like the Monty Python movies, like Life of Brian. And nothing is holy in Postal. We make fun out of everything. And we have Bush and Bin Laden working together as good buddies. So there's a lot of stuff in Postal what is interesting. Also that Vern Troyer gets raped by monkeys is something I think what the masses want to see.
I'll tell you what, you just sold a ticket, my friend. I'm hitting Fandango right now. Uwe Boll, thank you so much for stopping by. Really appreciate you keeping us in the loop. And remember, be sure to check out his new film. It's Postal. It opens in theaters on May 23rd.